Hey y'all. Today I was gonna give my quick thoughts on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War's progression system, how it's gonna integrate with Warzone, and how the hell it's gonna work. I was gonna make another video about my thoughts on the open beta and all that, but I think it's a little bit past now. So I wanted to give my quick, like, hypothetical thoughts on the new progression and how it's gonna handle with the last year's game, and how it's gonna affect Warzone progression, all that from the years to come of Call of Duty. In my next video, I'm probably gonna go ahead and make something about my thoughts on the game because I'm probably gonna buy it. To be honest with you, I'm a pretty big fan so far. I was a pretty decent fan of the beta, you know. So with that being said, let's just get right into it. Warzone. Call of Duty Warzone was a smash hit battle royale. It came out March 10th, 2020. Kind of a crazy time period, you know. 3 days after that game came out, I had to do at home learning, and it's been like 8 months almost, and literally like a few days under 8 months, I'm going back to school. I'm going back to school next Monday, which is gonna be actually pretty fun. But I digress. It's just kind of crazy, weird timing. I always thought Warzone came out like at least a couple weeks before COVID hit, but that's not the case. COVID made that game skyrocket. And I'm not saying it wouldn't have skyrocketed without, but everyone was stuck at home, dude. We had nothing to do. School was online. A lot of people were forward load from work or trying to figure out how to work from home, and a lot more free time on their hands. What that mean? More gaming. So that means this new big Call of Duty Royale, it's free and you can play with your friends on like all the platforms you want. Insta success. And it's not even that. It's not even the accessibility. It was a good game. It was a really good battle royale. I have my qualms with it, and that's mostly just how it's designed, I think, me personally. But as a whole, I think the game is great. It's got great design. The map is really detailed. The guns feel good, like Modern Warfare does. There's all kinds of new mechanics to spice up the battle royale genre, like the contracts, cash, the gulag, a really inventive, really innovative way to get back from the dead. This game made waves. But then I got to thinking, what the hell are we going to do next year of Call of Duty? In Black Ops 4 2018, it had its own little battle royale mode called Blackout. And that is probably, it's dead on PC. And on PS4, it's not dead from what I could tell. I played it a couple months ago. I don't have PS Plus anymore, so I'm not. But the game really just, how do I say this? It just really, I don't know. It wasn't that good, in my opinion. And of course, if you're gonna have to make a new battle royale every year and make you have to pay $60 for it, it's a recipe for disaster because battle royale is a free game. It's a free type of game nowadays. Especially when Fortnite did it, it was free. Apex free. All the competitors free except for the bad ones. PUBG was the one that was paid because it was PUBG. It was the first of its kind. So that makes sense. But I really don't know. I don't think it would have been as good. I don't think the fact that it was paid kind of screwed it. So then Warzone was like, wow, this is free. But then what are they going to do for next year? You're going to make another Battle Royale and lose its player base? No. And Activision was like, yeah, we're going to keep Warzone going for a while. You know, it's going to be like the game that ties all the CODs together. That's really cool. And then we got the rumors that Call of Duty was going to go to fucking Vietnam again. We're going down to Nam. Yeah, bow, bow, bow. Oh, they're in the trees. Oh, fuck. Ah, I'm dead. Punji traps. Everything. I'm dead. I'm dead. You know, the usual. But then, well, how's that going to work? I mean, Black Ops, the new game, as it turns out, it was a Black Ops game set in the later era of the Cold War, the mid 80s. How is that going to work with 2019 setting Modern Warfare, literally called Modern Warfare? So that's a good question. And then the other question is this. Once we figured out how the game worked, once people got their hands on the alpha, the betas, whatever, and then they realized that it was basically a completely different game to Modern Warfare mechanically, how the guns worked, the movement, the health, time to kill, the time, like stuff like grenades taking way longer to throw. How does that work with Warzone? Because Warzone is so tied to Modern Warfare. I mean, it is tied to Modern Warfare. When you download Warzone, it just says Modern Warfare. You open Modern Warfare, you get the same damn game. You are literally running the same game with a different menu and a literally just the rest of the game sectioned off as a download. And even then, with Warzone, there's some multiplayer maps in there too. So you're essentially downloading a relatively decent. You're essentially downloading a lot of Modern Warfare, and that takes up a lot of storage space too, right? Like Warzone without the rest of the game on my computer, it was like it was well over 100 gigs. That's massive for one game mode. So then Black Ops Cold War is going to be its own game, or is it going to be linked? How the hell is it going to work? Are we going to have 2 Call of Duty games and 1 executable? It's going to be like 300, 400 gigs. What the hell? So then, as we figured that out quickly, we figured out, well, when I played the open alpha, in the menu, which looked exactly like Modern Warfare's with the 5 columns that you could move through, you could like select through, there was one in the middle, Warzone. I clicked on it. It gave me a countdown. Warzone opening in 5 seconds. What happened? The game closed. Warzone opened. Of course, it was on my PS4, and I didn't have Warzone updated because it's a big game. So it's like, oh, hey, you gotta update it. And I was like, piss off. I have it on PC already. But then I was like, whoa. So I guess Warzone's gonna be a separate application after all. Interesting. So the whole game's gonna be built off the Modern Warfare engine? Yes, that was confirmed because apparently, I don't know if this is really the case or not, Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare sort of use a different engine. My thoughts on that is that the game objectively to me looks worse on a lot of areas, but a lot of the tech is the same. They're gonna have ray tracing. They're gonna have DirectX 12. They're gonna have new features like DLSS, and a lot of the UI stuff and a lot of the mechanics for one of the modes, Fireteam Dirty Bomb, is essentially just like Warzone, and that's allegedly, from what I can tell, the maps for that are the maps for the new Warzone map, because there's going to be a new Warzone map that was already rumored. People saw it on the leaks, and it's basically confirmed we're going to have a new Warzone map set in like Soviet era Russia or something like that. I don't know. Another Eastern European map. Great. I heard rumors that there's going to be an Urzikstan map. Maybe not super rumors, Reddit stuff, not really confirmable. I hope they do. I want to see another Middle Eastern map. Would be really cool. My guess is that it could come in the Modern Warfare 2021, Modern Warfare 2, whatever it's going to be called. And although that game's going to be rushed, Infinity Ward only has 2 years now because Sledgehammer, the third studio, quit. They didn't get quit. They got basically booted off making their own games, which is sad. But then, yeah. New Warzone map. So then the question is, what are we going to do about the Cold War stuff? Are you going to have to lose all your stuff and only be able to play on the Cold War stuff on the Cold War map and the Modern Warfare on the Modern Warfare map? No. So apparently, they're essentially going to be shoving in all of the Black Ops Cold War stuff into Modern Warfare. What that essentially means for the average Joe is that when you get Black Ops Cold War, you're going to be able to level up weapons, unlock operators, attachments, and then you're going to be able to use those weapons in Warzone, which is going to be a mix of Modern Warfare and Cold War stuff. So we're going to have the Cold War guns in the Modern Warfare universe. Strange. As far as I can tell, the loadouts are separated, so you're going to have to click on another button. When you open your loadout tab, it's going to say Cold War, Black Ops, Cold War, Modern Warfare. So it's going to be like 2 separate games, which is weird. So it's like a parallel universe. Screenshots are showing that, as far as I can tell, hold on a second. Screenshots. See, take a look at this screenshot right here. This is an operator from Cold War. This guy's Adler, I think, and this is Farah from Modern Warfare, and it's in the lighting engine. So they're taking the Cold War assets and they're putting them into this Modern Warfare engine. So on one hand, the game's gonna look a good bit better. That's one thing I'm gonna say. I think the game, these characters and models and all that, they're gonna look good because this game has better lighting for sure. If we scroll around, as you can see, starting in season 1 of the game, your rank's going to be reset permanently. there was no prestige. There was seasonal ranks in Modern Warfare, which means you would reach level 55 in order to unlock all the content, like the base content. And then every season you could level up all the way to rank 155, doing challenges and all that to get emblems and BS like that. And then at the end of the season, you would go ahead and drop down. As far as I can tell, as you can see, so you can go from 1 to 55, and then seasonal levels and prestige, which seems to be different. They're going to be doing a new prestige system. Although I don't know how prestige is going to work, because I don't think you're going to be able to reset all of your stuff. If it's apparently, if you scroll down here, if I can find something like that, it's something wrong. It's something, yeah, here you go. Seasonal prestige. Seasonal, which means it's not going to be like you reach level 55 and you can lose all your stuff but get an emblem and have to re-armor and, start from point zero. Allegedly, Treyarch is apparently going to have a new thing going on about how to get prestige challenges. My assumption is that it's basically just going to be a rebranded version of the officer challenges where you did challenges and then get XP and like get those stupid military ranks. So, it says here, like, your Modern Warfare, this stuff is going to be shared, and you're not gonna lose any weapons, blueprints, operators. You're not gonna lose all the stuff you spend your money on, which would be a lot, which would be stupid lawsuits and all that. And you won't be able to use your Cold War stuff in Modern Warfare, and vice versa. There's apparently going to be Black Ops and Modern Warfare logos. But as you can see here, there's going to be 2 fucking AKs. Look at that. This is the Modern Warfare one, and this to me looks like the Black Ops one. And they don't look that different, to be honest with you. I mean, if you zoom in, they don't really. So that's just going to be weird. That's the one thing that's just weird. As you can see here, you can choose a weapon and then put it in there. You can access base weapons separately. So see, this is Woods and Garcia. My question is then this. My question is, what the hell are they going to do? Are you going to be able to have 2 versions of the same gun? I know that's the case. There's going to be 2 versions of the same gun, but are you going to be able to have one loadout with a Modern Warfare gun and a Cold War gun? Or are you going to have separate loadouts, Modern Warfare, Cold War? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm reading through it here. Apparently, yeah, you go to tier 31. There's apparently going to be 1 weapon for the new season, which is kind of bad because Modern Warfare had those new weapons, but I don't know. Yeah. If you can buy stuff for Warzone, right? You'll be able to buy stuff for Warzone, and then it'll be able to, you buy stuff in the Cold War shop, it'll be able to be played in Warzone, Modern Warfare, and Warzone. One thing that's actually really interesting, kind of notice this real quick. You look here, this kind of looks a little different with the square. It kind of looks like a mix of the Modern Warfare and Cold War interfaces. See, like the interface had the Cold War interface on the top left, right? It had white lines and a white box outline, like a filled outline. In this one, but the same font. So it's gonna be a weird mix of the two. So that's gonna be weird. Of course, there's crossplay, cross-gen, content compatibility. It says here there may be occasions where content's delayed. There's gonna be content compatibility. Content may be temporarily or permanently removed from Warzone in the future. That's another thing that might concern me. The thing is, I'm going to go ahead and give one last point about this whole thing before I go. Storage. The elephant in the room. The absolute elephant in the room. The massive, 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 massive elephant in the room. How the fuck are they going to handle storage? Because Warzone's already like 115 gigs. And then you're going to have to add all kinds of assets, models, redo the map, all kinds of jazz. You're adding content. You're not taking away any content. You're adding all of the Cold War DLC, weapons, operators, cosmetic blueprints. So the file size damn near might double, right? And with the game that's already so big and a new console generation that doesn't really increase file size, the pro versions of the new consoles, they come with a terabyte of storage. The Series S comes with fucking 512 and only 364 gigs are usable. Of course, 1 terabyte is not exactly a terabyte usable. It's like a 800 something usable. But the fact that a game could damn near get to 300 gigs and then just take up that much of your space is absolutely absurd. And there are games that have already had to suffer with this. Destiny 2 is like next week, they're getting rid of the entire base campaign. They're just straight up deleting the campaign, and then, the whole story, the main story that really sets you up into the whole Destiny 2 universe from scratch, it's gone, bro. It's just gone. And I guess because they're shifting over to grind and just like do raids and multiplayer stuff and all that, and new DLC content and battle passes and all that, maybe it loses a bit of its necessary. Maybe it loses a bit of it being necessary, but you're getting rid of content you paid money for. And I know that when you buy a video game, you buy a license, but it's not good for the consumer. And this sort of thing really makes me fear for this, that temporarily removed for balancing or whatever, or making sure it all works, sure, I don't care. It takes delay to get into Warzone. That's fine. That's perfectly fine and dandy. But having to get rid of content as a whole, I don't even know, man. That's my biggest concern. Overall, I am kind of excited for it. The one other thing I'd be concerned about is weapon balance. Having to balance 2 separate versions of the same weapon, how weapons in Cold War have less recoil to me, especially when kitted out properly. So they're going to have to rebalance the weapons as a whole for Cold War, while in Modern Warfare, they just had to change a few multipliers, like the headshot multipliers increased. All snipers are one-shot kill. Like, with their damage to the head and multiplayer, they wouldn't down an enemy with 3 armor plates, but so they tweak stuff to make it fit more and make it feel better for Warzone, which makes sense. But the problem is those weapons. So I'm a little concerned about that. But we have time. Modern Warfare, Cold War is not going to integrate into Warzone until December 10th, where the first season comes out. So we have some time. You have like a little less than a month to go in and like grind out the weapons and all that and get into there. Yeah, I'm kind of concerned about it. They're gonna talk about Prestige tomorrow. I'm gonna make another video on that. I'm gonna definitely make a video giving my thoughts, maybe with some gameplay in the background of Black Ops Cold War. I'm excited. The multiplayer looks pretty fun. It's not as polished as Modern Warfare, that's for sure. I mean, way less time is spent on it, especially because of the working from home situation. But it's fun. It's just different from Modern Warfare. It's fun. A lot. I like the extra modes. Gunfights coming back from Modern Warfare. Amazing. New content, new everything. Another year, the same thing. Why not? New shit. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's been a while since I made a video for you guys. Hope you guys are just having a good time, I'm going to make more videos recently. I'm going to make more videos soon, I'm just going to enjoy myself. Apologies for the kind of lackluster camera quality. I'm using my Logitech webcam my friend gave me. It's not a good webcam. It's just the easiest way to get like a full frontal shot of me. Hope you guys enjoy the new microphone. I got a Blue Yeti X. It's really nice, although I think I paid extra for it. Overall, man, I'm kind of enjoying myself, aside from the election kind of being a mess, but we're going to know about the winner. Everything's going good for me. I'm feeling good. And I hope you are too. So have a good night. Have a good day. Wherever the hell you're watching this. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.